In the rolling hills of KwaZulu-Natal, where rivers carve deep valleys and thunder cracks across the summer sky, lives one of Africa's most powerful traditions, the spirituality of the Zulu people. Long before colonialism, before the missionaries built churches, the Zulus spoke to their ancestors. They read signs in dreams. They called upon healers, diviners, and warriors of the unseen. Their world was alive not only with the living, but with the spirits of the departed, the forces of nature, and the voice of God Himself. Today, we explore Zulu mythology. We will meet uNkulunkulu, the great creator, the AmaDlozi ancestral spirits, and the mysterious forces of magic, healing, and protection. We will uncover how the Zulu people understood life, death, nature, and destiny, a worldview where the spiritual and the physical are forever bound together. At the heart of Zulu mythology is uNkulunkulu, the great, great one. According to legend, uNkulunkulu emerged from the Inyanga, the bed of reeds. From these reeds, he brought forth the first people, cattle, and all creatures of the earth. He is the source of life, the first ancestor, and the distant God. Yet, unlike the gods of Western religion, uNkulunkulu is not a daily companion of mankind. He created the world, but then withdrew. He does not answer every prayer, nor does he walk among humans. Instead, he entrusted the living to the care of the ancestors, those who came before. Another figure sometimes appears in Zulu mythology. uNkulunkulu as the first man, not only the divine creator. In this telling, he represents both God and ancestor, a symbol of how the sacred and human are inseparably joined. For the Zulu, death is not an ending. When a person dies, they join the realm of the AmaDlozi or Amathongo ancestral spirits. The AmaDlozi remain active in the lives of the living. They bring blessings of health, fertility, and protection. They grant rain for crops and prosperity for cattle, but they can also withdraw their favor, allowing misfortune to strike. The Zulu communicate with ancestors through rituals, offerings, and sacrifices. Cattle are central. The slaughter of a cow is the greatest act of reverence, as cattle are wealth and life itself. Beer, milk, or snuff may also be offered. Prayers are spoken directly to the ancestors, asking them to intercede with the Supreme Being, Ukubuyisa, bringing home a spirit of the recently deceased, ensuring they take their rightful place among the ancestors. Imbelico, introducing a newborn to the ancestors, seeking their blessing for protection and guidance. Sacrifices for rain, healing, or success in war, always directed first to the ancestors before the distant God. Dreams are one of the most important ways ancestors communicate. A dream may warn of illness, foretell marriage, or call someone to become a healer. To the Zulu, no dream is meaningless. It is often the voice of the AmaDlozi. Spirituality is not only about prayer, it is also about healing, protection, and the fight against misfortune. In Zulu culture, this is the work of the Sangomas and Inyangas. Sangomas are chosen by the ancestors often through dreams or illness. They enter trances, communicate with spirits, and interpret signs. Their role is deeply spiritual. They diagnose not just disease of the body, but imbalance of the soul. A person's misfortune might be caused by offended ancestors or by witchcraft. The Sangoma reveals the truth. The Inyanga, by contrast, is a master of plants, roots, and minerals. They prepare muti, traditional medicine used for healing, protection, or even cursing. Together, the Sangoma and the Inyanga represent the spiritual doctors of Zulu society, one dealing with the invisible world, the other with the visible remedies of nature. The Zulu believe in uNkulunkulu witchcraft that causes harm, jealousy, or sickness. Protective charms, rituals, and medicine guard against these dark forces. Spirituality here is not abstract. It is practical, woven into health, farming, war, and daily survival. The Zulu world is alive with sacred meaning. Cattle are not just wealth, they are spiritual currency, linking families to ancestors through sacrifice. Rivers are thresholds, places of cleansing and spiritual energy. Lightning is both feared and revered, seen as a manifestation of divine power. Mountains and caves are sacred places where spirits dwell and rituals are performed. Nature is not separate from religion, it is religion. To live in balance with the land is to live in balance with the ancestors. Zulu spirituality is not just mythology. It is a way of life, a philosophy, and a system of meaning that has endured for centuries. Though Christianity and modern religions have reshaped South Africa, the voice of the ancestors still speaks in dreams. The beat of the drum still calls the Sangoma into trance. The sacrifice of the cow still binds the living with the dead. The gods may be distant, but the ancestors are near, and in every prayer, every ritual, every whisper to the unseen, the Zulu people remind us that spirituality is not a separate world. It is the very rhythm of life itself. To be Zulu is to belong not only to a family of the living, but to an unbroken chain of ancestors, stretching back into the beginning of time. And as long as their names are remembered, they will never die.